I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Life been a little crazy. So if you've been following my story, then you know when I was in Philly, my car got destroyed by, I'm not gonna say no names. Ain't no snitch in my blood. Hold on, let me turn the radio down. Yeah, so my car got destroyed in Philadelphia. I flew to Vegas. I ended up getting on a bus to go to Idaho, right? Stayed out there for a little bit. Wasn't really my vibe, but I bought a used car. Now I'm in my used car. I drove my used car from Idaho to Los Angeles. So I went from Philly to Vegas to Idaho. Now I'm in Los Angeles, baby. I'm not gonna lie to you. Life has been taking a lot of twists and turns. You know what I'm saying? I never thought in my life that I would be homeless. But at the end of the day, hold on, let me put my seatbelt on. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. I've been through so much in my life through depression, anxiety, narcissism, people trying to bring me down, my best friends talking about all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But we're not carrying the victim mentality. But also, I've been through so much in my life that I feel like I'm built for this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will get on YouTube and cap and lie and say, oh, yeah, I'm living in my car. Or, oh, yeah, I'm homeless. Or, oh, yeah, whatever the case may be. I was really homeless. Like, I was really walking around with a duffel bag. Nothing else. Just a duffel bag, my wallet. You know what I'm saying? My birth certificate, my diploma, just in case I need it for a job. Or my, and my social security card. So I had everything I needed or whatever the case may be.
Hey, yo, what's the craziest thing that happened to you on your birthday? I'll go first. Let's just say I got my whole life on my back right now. Let's just say that. As y'all know, I went from Philadelphia to Vegas, then out to Idaho. I don't know if this is the path of the chosen one, but I do know, let's just say life is crazy. Now, what's the craziest thing that happened to you on your birthday?
You know what I'm saying? When I was going to certain jobs, they was like asking me my residence, and I was just like, I don't have a house. I don't have nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? God always gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. You know what I'm saying? And that sounds so cliche, but I feel like a lot of stuff that I've been going through over the past almost 2 years, a lot of stuff I've been going through, stuff been falling apart and falling right back into place. And that's how you know God is on my side. That's how you know God is in your life, when things fall apart and then they fall back into place. But if you keep faith after everything you're going through, you know what I'm saying? And when people see people on social media, they be thinking that like it's BS. But obviously when you going through stuff, you start to feel like, dang, I deserve so much more. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you honestly feel like you a decent individual and you feel like, you follow God and not that you're perfect, but you do the best you can do, and you just feel like things are not falling into place. But the hardest thing for me to do is be patient, and I don't be being patient, and things don't be falling into place when I want to. But you know what I'm saying? And it's ironic too, because my first car ever, when I first started my journey of working and doing what I got to do or whatever, the work culture that be out here. I had a Mercury Sable, and look, I basically started all over again within my life. Everything fell apart, and I started back with a Mercury Sable, an old Mercury Sable. So I'm blessed to even have a car. I'm blessed to be able to travel this much, even through all the turmoil. I'm just blessed right now. But I think I'm gonna start a series called Homeless in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Cash at me if you can. And like I said, this is not no like cliche BS. This is my journey. If you've been watching my channel, then you know what I've been through. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might get on here and I might say it to the point where people would be like, but no, this is real deal Holyfield. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, this journey has been something else. But I've met so many different, individuals who have been, look at the palm trees. Hold on. I kind of want to stop and look at the palm trees. But I've been through so much, and I've had so many individuals, been through the same thing as me, or, those who resonate with the chosen one ideology. They've been through like similar situations. It's beautiful to run into these people. I'm not sure how other parts of California I'm not sure how other parts of California is But I do know that the part I'm in is not so bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Los Angeles. Oh, yo, when I was on my way down here, they said it barely ever snows. Listen, it's raining right now. When I was on my way down here, area I was in, it was snowing so bad you couldn't see nothing. Like, people done crashed on the side of the road, all types of crazy stuff. What time that store closed? I'm about to run in this store. I don't know what time that store closed. I'm about to run in there. You know what's weird too? You know what's honestly weird? I feel like the East Coast is more dangerous than the West Coast, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out what colors you wear. Like, look, I'm wearing red and blue. This girl I know from Instagram, she was telling me to be careful what I wear out here, like what colors I wear and stuff. And I'm like, you ain't lying, Craig, you ain't lying. And you know what's the dope part about not only being the scapegoat of your family, but also being homeless? Freedom. Like, listen, I just hit the dollar store. Hold up. I just hit the dollar store, you know what I'm saying? Got some little cheap go-tos. I'm probably gonna chill the rest of the night, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to go to the beach, but it's raining out here randomly out here in California. They said barely ever rains. When I came out here, it's like a thunderstorm. But the last 3-4 days, it's been super nice out. You know, it's gang culture out here, so I gotta be very careful what I wear. I'm wearing red and blue. Gotta be a little careful out here, you know what I'm saying? I wear my seatbelt, but things have been changing since you moved to another state, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be very careful, because this car is registered in Idaho, and I'm out in California. I haven't really seen no cops in Philly, my hometown. You'll be seeing mad cops for no reason. Anybody else that's doing car life or van life, chime in, you know what I'm saying? If anybody out in California or Los Angeles and you're not cuckoo in the membrane, hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can link up, maybe we can do some content together. That would be dope. Yo, one thing I learned though, is that I don't really like big crowds, you know what I'm saying? That was a weird noise when my car accelerated. But yeah, I don't really like big crowds. I learned that. Like, I like more of like smaller crowds, you know what I'm saying? Smaller vibes. That's how you know this car is super old, because where the gauge is, you can barely tell sometimes if it's in drive or neutral. So that's why I'm accelerating. I'm like, yo, what is going on? It was because it was in neutral, and I was pressing the gas, and it was going though too. Hold on, let me accelerate. All right, cool. I just want to make sure my transmission wasn't slipping. That would have been bad, you know what I'm saying? The one thing I didn't know, living in California, the one thing I didn't know is that Beverly Hills and LA and Compton and all that is closer to each other than I thought. I thought they were like way further. Like, obviously you gotta travel a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But like, they're not that far, you know what I'm saying? They're really not that far from each other if you think about it. Like, when you look on the map, it's like, and I've drove through each one of them, you know what I'm saying? All right, so my thing right now in my life is just like, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. Ooh, I got nervous. I thought that was the po-po. I don't have time right now to get pulled over by no police. I'm gonna let this guy go by. But I don't got time. I just don't feel like being bothered with the cops. For some reason in Idaho, the cops just kept pulling me over. Like, it was getting annoying. Like, they knew me. But that's kind of how it was in Philly. So I used to be late to school in Philly a lot. So the cops in my neighborhood started to know me by name. So it started to get like that in Idaho too. The cops knew me. He was the one cop pulled me over twice, and he was like, "Didn't I see you before?" And then the other cop pulled me over a couple times. You could say it's because I'm black and I was in a predominantly white area that didn't even have 1% black people. Who knows? I mean, I'm gonna let you judge. I don't know. It was nice out there, you know what I'm saying? The cops wasn't like doing too much. But I was just getting sick of getting pulled over, you know what I'm saying? But that's life, you know what I'm saying? I'm just taking everything for what it is at this point. Like I said before, after the spiritual awakening, the narcissistic abuse, just everything, man. Like, my mind has changed so much. That's why, like, it's hard for me to really detect what I want to do in my life now, because it's like I'm a completely different person and nobody has the blueprint for their life. A lot of people thought they was going to go to the NBA and they didn't go, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. A lot of people thought they was going to go to the NBA. A lot of people thought they were going to be like the next actor, and then their life don't pan out, and then they end up working a 9-to-5 that they hate, X, Y, and Z. So everybody's life doesn't turn out how they think it is, but the way my life has twisted and turned, I never expected it to be this way. But one thing I can say is that I'm fortunate and blessed that my depression has went away. Ever since I separated myself from toxic family, separated myself from my toxic ex, you know what I'm saying? Ever since I've started to change my perspective, raise my vibration, follow God, look into spirituality, you know what I'm saying? Ever since I've been doing that, not only that, just traveling, you know, not holding myself down to one specific place or area, the freedom that I have, even though I'm homeless, the freedom that I have is on a completely different level. The freedom in my mind, the freedom of my body, the freedom in my soul has put me on a completely different level, completely different realm in order for me to heal, focus on what I need to focus on, and then reach the next level of my life. You feel what I'm saying? I honestly kind of love how far I came, in the sense that I can look back now and see progression in my healing, progression in my personality, progression in who I am, just me, you know what I'm saying? It is a hard pill to swallow when you realize how hurt the world is. I think that's my biggest takeaway from everything I've been through. I wasn't angry mode, victim mode, which I feel like I was liable to be that way. But I think my main thing now is just the fact that I noticed that the world is in so much pain, and it's like a domino effect, which leads to scapegoating, which leads to, narcissists doing what they do, which leads to where I'm at personally in my life. But being homeless is not so bad when you got palm trees. No. But no, this is technically my second time being homeless. And it's all about your perspective. Like I said, I see this as freedom. Especially my situation, because I'm built to, I won't lose. I don't care if I cry for 2 days straight. The third day, I'm getting up and making sure I get what I gotta get done. The way I said it was so generic. Go get what I gotta get done. For real though, like, I feel like I'm built to not lose. I have to continue to push forward. But the dope thing about this is I documented the whole thing. So from the beginning of my journey, I've been documenting from when I was in Philadelphia to Vegas to Idaho. Check my channel, watch all these videos. And in between, I'm dropping knowledge on narcissism, on scapegoating, on personality disorders, on being a chosen one, all of that type time. Like, I'm documenting all of this. Not only to look back on and self-reflect, but for guidance for other people who have been through similar situations as me. What if somebody ends up Googling or YouTubing family scapegoat or something, then they find my channel and they were just about to commit suicide or whatever the case may be. They find my channel and then they just click through my videos, seeing the little progress that I make, seeing how much pain I was in. A lot of my pain I don't even show on here, you know what I'm saying? Seeing what I did next, or what I did next, or what I said next, or seeing if they click with that. Because a lot of things, like, a lot of people be going through stuff, whether it's on, a lot of times it's YouTube and TikTok, especially nowadays, where content can save you more than therapy can. If you find somebody that resonate with your story and your perspective, and they're not wallowing in what they've been through, and they're trying to somewhat give you tips and pointers to show you that it gets better, it gets better, it gets better. That is a beautiful thing, and it's helpful. I've had people help me along the way. You know what I'm saying? I went to so many different therapists. Thinking that that's the way to be. But society is set up for therapy to keep you coming back and back. Society is set up for therapy to be about money. It's not truly about truly helping you get out of that pain, get out of that sorrow. That's why so many people turn to drugs. That's why so many people turn to other substances or become sex addicts or whatever the case may be. People might just like getting busy. No, but for real, like, that's why people turn to so many different things. And I truly feel like content is one of those things that people should normalize turning to. You know what I'm saying? Versus, and life coaches sometimes are more helpful than therapists. But I just wanted to say that, you know, this is episode 1 of being homeless in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? This is my nightlife stuff that I do in the night. But no, I'm going to add some more detail. These videos are going to be more popping. This was kind of like an introduction to my little series that I'm about to have popping off. But y'all already know it's your boy Josh Different. I'm different. You different. We different.